What's up, champ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So he'll open up with a statement, but fire away whatever you guys have.
Hey, Ryan, first of all, congratulations on this big win. How do you feel so far? This weight class 140. I know it's a catch rate of 143, and overall, Oscar's Duarte's power.
His power was strong. I was really surprised about his chin. In the first round, I was catching him clean, and he was just like, he looked like he was eating them. I was like, damn, he's eating shots. So I was like, the first, second round, I'm like, I think he's going to go by third, but then by third, he kept putting more pressure, so I was like, I got to try to stop his momentum somehow. But yeah, he was a tough fighter. I knew he was going to be tough. Everybody was saying, like, why would he take this fight? So, now I got to give my credit where it's due. I fought in there. I had a fight, with some grit, and then find a knockout. So I think I did good, especially with my first fight with Derek.
Ryan, the seventh round, you kind of moved around the ring, used a little bit more of your angles. Was that something part of the strategic plan that maybe Derek told you in the corner going into that round?
Oh yeah, Derek, he was pretty adamant. Like, come on, man, why aren't you using your legs? Like, he's gonna open up. And I was like, okay, because I was trying to stay there and just kind of smother him to try to, stop his attack and kind of soften him up a little bit, because he was like overly aggressive. I was like, let me just try to take some steam off his shot. But then I'm like, oh, well, he keeps throwing, so I'm going to start moving again. And then I just started locking in with my trainer. And, yeah, he was right. It opened up a shot, and he fell into a hook.
Such a competitive super lightweight division. So in the perfect world, do we see you take on the winner between Regis and Devin Haney?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I want to become a champion. So that's my goal. I don't know where Derek's at, but, yeah, however he sees fit on what that looks like. I trust him, and yeah, whatever he wants. I want Broly, to be honest. I feel like it's a fun fight. He's a aggressive, crazy dude. Lead up will be crazy. Yeah, and I want that. He has a title technically, but yeah, let's do it.
What do you tell Rolly if he's watching?
Just, I don't know if you have a real injury or not, but he'll have shit.
Oh, Ryan, so that first of all, that was hilarious. But I talked to you at the first press conference. I also asked you about who would you rather fight, Devin and T.O. And I think it would be a great idea if you kind of get Rolly out of the way for a bigger unification with maybe a Devin or a T.O. And I felt like you showed a lot of different tools today. I feel like no one's ever made you move that much. And for a second, we were a little worried. We thought maybe you were feeling his power. Tell us how you felt in there when you started using the movement, the openings you saw, and what you felt brought the knockout.
Like I said, in boxing, you're going to fight power punchers, guys that move a lot. Like my last fight, Tank was moving a lot. You got to be able to just, know what to do with these guys. So, in my mind, I was like, okay, this dude does pack a punch. He's a lot slower than me, but every time he hits you, it feels like a rock. So I was like, okay, we'll figure it out, because I'm not worried about it. I'll take a good shot. I took a big uppercut, cut me a little bit for the first time. But, like I said, if I want to be a champion, I got to go through moments. I got to go through a little bit of adversity. In my whole career, I didn't really have ever any real adversity, except, I guess, Tank fight. But for me, because I've been dedicated to this camp, this felt like a fight to me.
We seen it.
It felt like, okay, I'm figuring out myself as a fighter, and it felt good to be in the ring. And I'm excited to keep improving with Derek, and I'm just so thankful for God and just what he did in my life, and even on the hard years that I went through. And, I was lost for a long time. I took so many steps backwards after COVID, and just in life in general, as a boxer, as a person, the way I treated people is I lost a lot of myself. So I fought hard to get back to where I'm at now. Even in the Tank fight, I wasn't there, but by the grace of God, he never gave up on me. And I want to thank you for that in front of everybody.
Congrats,
Eastern Chronicle.
You were using a bit more of a shoulder roll. Is that something you got from Derek?
Derek told me never to do that. Don't do that shit. He ain't Mayweather. I was he'll never admit that, but he did say that.
Where did that come from then?
I was just doing it. I was just all right, let me see if this works. it kind of did. Like, he really couldn't hit me for 2 or 3 rounds, and he started figuring it out, and I'm like,
He
forget
couldn't
this.
like the right hand.
I'm gonna go back to being me.
Ryan, congratulations on the win, man. What was it like, first time back in the ring, right, since Tank, kind of feeling shots again? Maybe just answering the questions for yourself, like, okay, I'm in a fight. And
I'm not gonna lie, this was scarier than fighting Tank. I'm not gonna lie, he had a hard punch. Like, his punch was hard. Like, every time I got hit back, I don't ever complain. That dude hit me so hard in the back of the head because it don't look hard, but it is hard. So I was actually more worried in this fight than I was in Tank. With Tank, it was just like, all right, it's a boxing match, like he's moving around, whatever, boom, boom. But this fight, I was actually like, oh shit, like, man, trying to beat me, trying to knock my ass out. Like, he has the power to knock you out. So I had to be very cautious.